Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Animeniacs. I'm Devin. With me is Cody.
Hey, everybody.
And continuing on with After School Dice Club, episodes 5 and 6.
Woohoo!
And episode 5 starts us off with the beach episode. Nah, forget it. We're going to play more board games.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love that the whole premise of this is that they just wanted to go to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
And ended up just stuck in because of the rain and playing Goji.
And is that like shogi but different?
It's based around shogi, but it is much different than shogi.
Yeah, it seems like it. When they started, it seemed like it's a matching game or something.
Something like that. It's not complicated, but it's hard to describe without showing people the pieces and how it's played.
True.
I'm trying to think of what would be the closest, and Stratego is the only one that came to mind.
Okay.
But even then, that's not even close to being accurate.
Okay.
But basically, you have 8 different pieces, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you play as teams, so there's 2 teams of 2.
Yeah. For a total of 4.
4. You need 4 people to play this.
Yeah.
You can't have 3, or you can't have 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And what it is that you play a piece face down when you are the dealer, and then you play a piece that's in attack mode.
Ah, yes.
Like the knight. And then if someone else has a knight, they can play their knight and play another piece as well.
Okay.
And then whatever the last piece played, if someone can match it, then it's their turn to be the dealer. And you go back and forth until one person has all their pieces out of their hand, which you start with 8.
Okay.
Then whatever the last piece played is that's the point you score.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so we have the 3 girls, and I got their names down. It's Miku, Mineru, Aya.
Cool.
We will still mess up those names, don't worry.
Yep. We're not good with names.
Yeah. So we'll start this episode off with, it's a hot day, it's summer vacation, Aya wants to go to the beach, but they live in a place where the beach isn't really a thing.
Yeah, the beach is what, like
A
few miles away?
Yeah, it's I thought it was there's a 3-hour train ride or something. It's basically by the time we get there, we'll pretty much have to go back.
Yeah.
And so we'd have to do an all-nighter trip, but that's going to cost us money. Then Miku's like, well, my aunt actually owns an inn near the beach. Maybe we can talk to her?
Plan set.
Plan set. So they go to this inn, free of charge. The aunt's very nice, because apparently... Oh, Miku has friends. Let's, really treat her friends well, because Miku's never had friends before.
Yeah.
They get there. They spend the first day shopping and looking around sightseeing.
Yeah.
And then head back to the inn, have dinner, bath. And they find the Goji pieces.
Yeah.
And then the aunt plays a game with them to show them how it's played.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day comes and it rains them out of the beach. They can't go. And I love that there's a small child with his family there as well, and basically the comparisons between Aya and a small child.
Yeah, because this child just bawling his eyes out.
I want to go to the beach, I want to make it stop raining where? And Aya's saying the exact same things.
And I'm just like, oh my god.
Also, before we get too far into it, I want to point out the animation inconsistencies. The mysterious backpack.
Mm-hmm. I was wondering when you could break that up.
Yeah, so this was during the trip over. We see Miku with a backpack and the others with no luggage.
Yeah.
Then we see them walking around town. Miku no longer has a backpack. No one else has luggage.
Yeah.
And then we cut back to the inn, and Miku has her backpack back, and everyone else has like a big thing of luggage.
Yeah, I'm like, what the?
I was like, oh, so this luggage is very magical and only appears when we need it to. We live in a world of magic.
Oh, that's funny.
I know it was to save animation time, like to draw the backpack on and would be annoying.
Yeah, that is fair.
But there's just a weird inconsistency. It was so obvious on that.
Yeah. I bet somebody's like, guys? What?
Yeah.
Oh. It's fine. Nobody will notice.
Yeah, it's a minor detail. No one's going to care.
We noticed.
Yeah, unfortunately we noticed. And we're the type of group that doesn't really notice unless it's been blatantly pointed out.
It didn't need to be pointed out.
Moving on,
Yeah.
So they decide, well, since we're reined in, let's play more Goji. But we need a fourth player. Hey, small child, would you like to play with us?
His father's like, don't bother them.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, it's fine. You can play with us. We need a fourth.
Okay, good. A break from it. Bye.
You're now babysitting my child. Thank you.
Have fun. He bites. Bye.
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't.
No.
Don't. People haven't seen this. They're not going to know if the child actually does bite or not. No, the child is actually a very well-behaved child when he's getting his way.
Mm-hmm.
Or even then, even when he's not getting away. I was worried about like playing a game with him and then he starts losing, then he starts running more fits and fits.
Yeah, I was like.
And then the lesson here is that gaming isn't about always winning,
Mm-hmm.
and that being a sore loser ruins the experience for even everyone. But it wasn't.
Yeah, he didn't throw a tantrum.
No, he didn't throw tantrums. The lesson here is that the game rules and knowing what to do are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
You can understand a game's rules, but understanding the mechanics and complex strategy
It's very different.
is very different.
Knowing when to play a move and when not to.
It's confusing, but once you get the hang of it, that's when you start really actually enjoying the game, I find.
Yeah.
Is when you're like, oh, I know the strategies to this.
Yeah.
It's like a fighting game where I know the mechanics of a fighting game, but until I know those special moves and how to pull off those combos,
Yeah.
it's a chore to play sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Kid ends up having fun.
Kid ends up having fun. We get a flashback to Miku and her childhood and how she played this game before but didn't enjoy it because she wasn't understanding the strategy to it.
Also, the person.
And, yeah, whatever brother, sibling, cousin
Kind of a jerk.
was kind of a jerk yelling at her. He's a small child as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you messed us up. We could have won if you would have played your things. But I thought you weren't supposed to do that. In this case, you are.
How dare you, little jerk? Jeez. And so she teamed up with him.
Yeah. And they set up the maneuver, and it worked out.
And they won.
And then we get that beach moment because it's like, oh, hey, while we were playing, this storm passed.
Yeah. I look how the kid's like, you can come to the beach with us. The rain ended that. It's sunny, look.
Yeah. What?
I like how the kid's like, I proved you wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a nice day at the beach.
Yep. On to episode 6.
Oh, yeah.
And meeting George. George is kind of a bit of a brash. I wouldn't say he's an actual asshole.
He
but
means
he's
well.
very blunt and to the point.
Yeah.
But he also knows when to take the villain role.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole episode revolves around Mineru working on her game, but her confidence and pride doesn't let her show anyone the game until she's absolutely confident it's the best it can be.
Yeah.
And she works up enough courage to get the store owner to play with her. And as they're setting up, George walks in. George is an old friend of the store owners, but also runs the American branch board gaming division called Bad Dwarf.
Yeah.
Which I swear is a play on something, and I just don't know what. I'm going to go through my collection after this and find out what that mock is.
Yeah.
Anyways, as George comes in, he sees the board game, and he's like, I want to play that. And Mineru is like, no, it's not ready. I'm just still designing it. Well, I can tell you for a fact that if you're going to be like that, it's never going to be done. Board games were meant to be played, and they can't be made by one person alone.
And she kind of had a...
And that struck a nerve.
Yeah.
She's like, no, board games are a work of art by the artist. And she took it as he thought she was just being lazy, which is not the case.
Yeah, no.
But she spent an all-nighter finishing up the game and brought it to her friends. And it sounded interesting. Even you were like, I kind of wish this was a real thing.
Yep.
It's called One Room.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is interior design, working to get money, and then buying furniture. And the person who has the most set of furniture wins by point base alone.
Yeah.
And they play it. And then Aya and Miku are in an awkward position because they're like, oh yeah, it was a good game.
He's like, be honest.
And they're freaking out because they're like, oh, Craig, she's on the warpath now.
Okay, we'll be honest.
And they start listing off idea after idea. It's like, what if we had pets? And, like, certain pets destroyed furniture, but also were worth points for having.
Yeah.
What if?
I also like how they were like, bored isn't the right word. Bored
monotonous.
Yeah.
Monotonous?
I could kind of agree.
Yeah, I was like, the problem with the game is that it sounded like it went through phases, but there was nothing really engaging in each phase.
Yeah, so their ideas are pretty cool.
No, like their ideas are spot on. These are things Mineru wouldn't have thought of either.
Yeah.
So Mineru was like, after they realized like they basically like destroyed her game with all these ideas. Not destroyed, but crushed Mineru. It's like, yeah, your game's good, but like it could be so much better.
I like how it was like, oh, she's gonna kill him.
Yeah, she's just there in that gloom. And
like,
they're like, oh, we're sorry, we got get carried away. We're amateurs. We don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Lunged at them. And it's like, give me the rest of your ideas.
Yeah.
They were cowering.
Oh yeah, they're freaking out. I was like, okay, she's crazy now.
She's lost it. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Just that line alone, I was like, amateurs, how can I say that when every shot you took was a bullseye?
That was good.
And basically, like, she goes for a whirlwind of emotions of, like, yeah, like, maybe George wasn't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I need people to tell me these things and bring in new ideas so the game can be better. And I think that's a lesson a lot of people need to learn.
Yep. Don't let pride get in your way.
Don't let pride in your own foolishness get in your way of making something way better than it could possibly ever be on your own.
Yeah.
I know we all want to believe that it's like we're making a masterpiece, this is the greatest thing we're creating, but without that criticism and input, it can't grow.
Yeah. Like, you need the criticism to make the game better.
Yeah. And that doesn't go just for gaming.
Oh yeah. Goes for everything.
Right. Yeah. So eventually Mineru finds George. They're at the gaming cafe, which is actually a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, the game It's getting better. I have to admit that you were right.
But it will be a thing!
Yeah, but one day my dream will come true. You just watch.
I like how there's also a bartender there.
I love that bartender.
Yeah. I made the joke of, Miss, you're causing a disturbance. You need to leave.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Also, you're underage.
I don't know if they are.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
But that's basically the episode in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see more of George in future episodes. Something tells me we might see him in one more.
I know we saw the mysterious girl from last.
Yes, the mysterious German girl who seems to be kind of a prodigy board gamer.
Mm-hmm.
If the art of the episode, you can probably see it if you're watching the episode because I have the art up.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this fourth blonde-haired girl in the picture.
Yeah.
Miku is the blue-haired one. Aya is the brown-haired. Mineru is the more blackish with glasses. And then there's this blonde-haired girl one that we don't have a name for yet. That's the girl we're referring to as the mysterious German girl.
I gotta say, I kind of liked your joke about the last episode of Mineru.
Yeah.
Without her glasses.
Oh, yeah. So, in the bath, Mineru obviously has to take her glasses off for a bath, and she does look very off.
Yeah.
Normally, the stereotype is when they take the glasses off, they're, like, beautiful. Like, that trope.
No.
This was like, I like her better with her glasses on.
She looks so weird.
And I don't know if that was just badly drawn animation or if that was just intended. I don't know.
I don't know. It could be.
Worth seeing just to see the facial difference. There is quite a difference.
Yeah. Looks almost like, exhausted.
Yeah.
With the glasses on.
Yeah, and we've seen her exhausted face because we've seen the when she arrives after doing the all-nighter board game.
Because as soon as I saw her face, I was like, oh my god!
Girl, go home and sleep.
Here, take a nap in the corner.
Yeah, like, you want to take a nap maybe before we do anything?
No, play the game!
Okay. But with that, though, we'll call the episode here. So thank you all very much for watching. We're halfway through the series.
Yeah.
And until next time, have a good one.
Peace out.